Hey guys, this is Carmina coming to you from Florence, Italy amidst the Italian lockdown due to the coronavirus emergency. So first and foremost, letting you guys know that I am safe and sound and wanted to talk to you guys about what the current situation here is in Florence and wanted to talk to you about what I'm doing to help and what you guys can do to help the local community here in Florence. So, as many of you guys know, the Italian government put us on lockdown last week and in an attempt to combat the worsening coronavirus here. So, the government has closed all restaurants, all bars, all businesses, pretty much, with the exception of the grocery stores, the pharmacies, the tobacco shops, the post office, and courier delivery services are still open, as well as banks. And of course, the doctor's offices are available for patients and the hospital. However, the message is stay at home. And if we go out, it's for essential reasons only. We're supposed to be practicing a safe distance of 1 meter from other people. Many people are encouraging also to use the mask. So out and about, we see people that are wearing the mask, the face masks. Food and medicine, the government did guarantee that food and medicine will be available, that all supermarkets and grocery stores, to include like the small shops, even like the small little mini markets, essentially like a 7-Eleven or a little corner kind of store. Some of those are still actually open as well to still be selling groceries and household cleaning supplies, etc. So those are available, as well as food production and food suppliers. Those are considered like essential jobs, so they have the authorization to continue working. So that is really reassuring for us here in terms of this lockdown, because just knowing that food's going to be available helps us not respond in panic. So that's very helpful. And then pharmacies are operating with reduced hours. We can still go to the doctor. However, we're not supposed to go into like the emergency area, like waiting rooms or senior citizens' homes or hospice, unless we have serious reasons. Also, we're really only allowed to leave to buy food or to pick up medicine. We are allowed to walk our dogs in the immediate vicinity of the house, but really supposed to be like just within a couple blocks, really. We are allowed to go for a walk or a run. However, they're kind of discouraging that because they're still trying to keep the quarantine in effect and limit like the social distance. If we do leave, we have to carry a self-declaration of why we're out, and we have to sign and date it and list the hour that we're leaving, what our intentions are, where we're leaving from, where we're going to, and then where we're returning to. And people are not allowed, they're stopping people for being more than 2 people in a car. You're not allowed to be traveling also to your like vacation homes or to go visit other people without like a serious reason. So we're not supposed to be having dinner parties. We're not supposed to invite our friends or family members over, even just to like hunker down together. So the theme here is isolation as well. So that's kind of challenging for many people. So there've been a show in some of like my Facebook groups here of members here in Italy, in Florence specifically, that are kind of struggling through this time because they're single or they're isolated and they're like being limited in their ability to socialize. And then also, like for me, for example, I don't get a lot of sunlight in my apartment. So kind of feeling like you're getting like that cabin fever kind of feeling. So many people here are really struggling financially as well, because the average salary here is like 1,200 euros, maybe 1,400 euros. So in US dollars, that would be about 1,350 to maybe 1,500 or 1,600 US dollars every month. So people here really do live paycheck to paycheck. The industry that got hit first was tourism. So Italy, you know, has been on like the most popular destination list for the last few years, and Florence being the home to the Renaissance and full of amazing poets and scholars and artists, amazing architecture and churches here, it really took a hit on tourism. So that started probably 6-7 weeks ago. So we have a lot of people that are now, you know, who had already been living paycheck to paycheck. As tourism started getting canceled, they're in much more of a struggle. So what I wanted to do is actually have a call to action here, and a lot of you guys have reached out to me personally about ways to help. So what I've done is I've created a GoFundMe, as well as on my web page, on my business, or through my business, I have the availability to do donations for this cause as well. So in addition, what I'm going to be doing individually is through La Luce, every service that I do, which I do life coaching, I do counseling, and I also do intuitive readings, psychic readings, tarot readings as well. And so anything that I'm doing, 50% of what my service cost is going to be donated to this cause as well, just so you guys know. And I've already personally donated about $600 US dollars to helping families here locally of people that I know on a personal level. And so I'm seeing that the need is much greater. So I'm actually opening that up for you guys to be able to help as well. So here it's also really fascinating. It's so eerie, the streets, silent, empty. There's not even construction. There's no car horns. You've got onesies and twosies of people walking on the street, really just going to get their groceries, going to get medicine at the pharmacy, maybe going to walk the dog. Otherwise, the theme here is isolation. It's stay at home. And there's also one of the other things that I wanted to do in terms of accepting the donations is really to help the families that are really struggling right now to even be able to buy their groceries. And then also, there are so many families here that have children, and the children are stuck at home too. So by purchasing some games, we still have the delivery services like Amazon, the Italian post office is still delivering, UPS, FedEx is still delivering. So wanted to be able to take some of these donations and also buy games for the kids that are at home for the next 3 weeks and give them something else to do other than just the Netflix, maybe some educational games or something. So I wanted to open that up to you guys, and I know that there are so many of you guys that have reached out and asked how you can help. So here are some ways. It takes, or it costs one individual per week about 60 euros for food, and a family per week it's about 240 euros. So a family of 4 essentially is about 240 euros per week, just in terms of food. So if you guys wanted to donate, every little bit helps. $10, $25, $50, whatever. It's going to come in through my business, through La Luce, and then it'll be disseminated through electronic transactions to these individuals, whether they have Apple Pay, PayPal, Zoom. I can do wire transfers directly into the bank. That way it'll be put on their card for them to be able to go do this. And so during this time, you know, we really want to come together as a community and support one another. And I'm so blessed to be able to be doing this through my business, through La Luce, which means the light. And part of my mission is to be providing light in times of darkness. And I'm so happy and honored to be able to be sharing that opportunity with you guys to contribute to this mission and to be able to help these families here locally. And if you guys want to do a donation, you can do it directly through PayPal at info@laluce.com. Through my webpage, through my business, which is www.laluce.com, and then it says support Italy, and or through the GoFundMe account. So I'm going to be sharing all of these with you guys, and I'm asking for your continued support, and I'm sending you love and light and thanking each and every one of you for your prayers, your blessings, and your donations. Thank you so much. This is Carmina with Aluce. Big hugs and sending healing prayers all around the world. Take care.